I know I have traditional locks, but I love the tiny lock community. If you've been contemplating whether or not you should get Sisterlocs or Microlocs, I definitely understand because they're very fire, very beautiful. And though both of the styles look the same, I realize that they're not. So let's break down the differences between the two just to see which one is the perfect one for your hair, your lifestyle, and everything like that. First, let's start off with Sisterlocs. They are super tiny, and I mean tiny, very small locks. Sisterlocs must be installed using a specific grid pattern, very precise, and a specific tool, and it must be installed by a trained Sisterlock consultant. I think the hairstyle overall, Sisterlocs were invented by Dr. Joanne Cornwell. She made this beautiful style and we love her for that. So because Miss Joanne created Sisterlocs using a specific grid pattern, it has to be installed by someone who was trained in that field so you can get the right look. Because Sisterlocs, they're very neat, they're very clean, they're very structured. And if you're looking for that type of look with your hair, then Sisterlocs just might be the perfect style for you. It's very pricey, very expensive. So if you're the type of person that can actually afford a high maintenance type of hairstyle with locks, then Sisterlocs would definitely be up your alley. Microlocks, on the other hand, has a little bit more flexibility when it comes to the installation because you could literally install Microlocks using twist, coils, or even braids. It doesn't matter as long as, of course, they're very small, but you can use any installation method. Because of this, you can actually do it yourself. You can get a loctician too, but because it's much easier to install yourself, you can go with Microlocks. If you want something that you could do yourself at home, then Microlocks would be the best bet. With Microlocks, you can literally use any method to install it in your hair. And I know the tool that you can use to actually install Microlocks if you were to do it at home. I'll put a little picture of it. It's like a hook needle type of thing. I used to use this hook also to retighten my locks back when I used to interlock before I switched over to retwisting, so I'm familiar with the tool that they use for retightening Microlocks and Sisterlocs as well. So you can customize Microlocks to your liking. If you feel brave enough and you feel ready, then Microlocks is something you can get at home. You don't have to spend any money, you don't have to leave your house. You can just hop onto YouTube University, watch a couple tutorials and install them yourself. The vibe of Microlocks definitely give more freedom and flexibility. The parting grid is usually freestyle or semi-structured because it's not like you can't get straight parts and a neat structure with Microlocks, but it's usually parted any way you see fit. Like you can definitely customize it. I know some people have different preferences where they want their parts, where they want this. You can customize Microlocks to your liking, and that's a win. When it comes to the two hairstyles, let's talk about cost because it can definitely hit your pockets hard. Microlocks, right off the bat, because you can do it yourself, starting with the installation, it's already free, or you can get any loctician to install them for you, and it's usually less pricey than Sisterlocs because it's not something they have to be certified in. Any general loctician could install them for you and it would be cheaper than Sisterlocs. It's definitely cheaper than Sisterlocs. I think to get Microlocks installed, it's between $200 to $500 US dollars, and that's with the installation. With Sisterlocs, I think it can range from $500 to like $1,500. So right there, it's already financially high maintenance. Also, because you can't necessarily retie your Sisterlocs on your own, you have to factor in your reties. Sisterlocs is a bit more stricter. It's a bit more strict when it comes to the maintenance regimen because you have to get your hair retied every 4 to 6 weeks. And so imagine paying to get your hair retied, refreshed every 4 weeks. That's like once a month. If that's within your budget, then you could definitely go for Sisterlocs because you'll have to have someone who's trained in doing the reties for Sisterlocs. It's a little hefty, but if that's good for you, then Sisterlocs is the way to go. I know a lot of people would go to a loctician, a Sisterlock trained loctician, because they're expected to be more professional, like when it comes to getting it maintained, or at least until you're taught. Like maybe the loctician could show you a demonstration on how to do it yourself at home. I don't know if they give that option. I don't know if locticians would give you the secret sauce to how to retie the sister locks yourself at home, because that would kind of put them out of business eventually. But hey, who knows, maybe you could learn how to do it on YouTube. Nowadays YouTube is so full of tutorials. Who's to say you have to go to a loctician? But that's just what I've found out from doing a little bit of research. So if you're a DIY diva or you're on a budget, Microlocs is perfect because you can do it yourself. Ultimately, your lifestyle and your flexibility will be the deciding factor in whichever style you choose, if it's sustainable for you. If you're an active person, like you work busy work schedule, you go to the gym 7 times a week, Microlocs would be better for you. You can handle sweat, you can wash it more often. If you're looking for a more refined and sleek and clean and crisp look, then Sisterlocs would be the love of your life. Generally speaking, Microlocs more affordable. You can customize it, you can do it yourself, it's cheaper, you can get a regular loctician to install it for you. And the con is it can tangle up easily if you don't maintain it properly, correctly, and also within a certain time period, because it's really tiny locks. You don't want to risk them breaking off or snapping because you didn't retighten it in time. If I had to choose one of these hairstyles for myself, if I didn't have traditional locks, or if down the line I want to try something different, I feel like I would definitely try Microlocs. I feel like Microlocs fit my vibe. Like I would go for that flexible, full kind of, not so on the structured side when it comes to locks. Both of them are beautiful because I love Sisterlocs as well. If any of you guys have sister or Microlocs, please comment below. I want to see like how many people I have in my family here that has Sisterlocs, because I know not everyone has traditional locks, or if you have Microlocs, let me know. I know I have 1 or 2 people, but I'm not really sure how much people watch me that actually has Sisterlocs or Microlocs. And if this video helped you even a little bit in making your decision, please don't forget to click the like button, just so YouTube can, help me to push this out to more people. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below if you're still in between and trying to make a decision. Let's talk about it together. Regardless of which style you choose, remember that getting locks is such a wonderful, beautiful journey. I can't stop shouting at the top of my lungs about how beautiful it is, the transformation you get with installing the hair. So it's not just about hair, it's about your growth as well. That's internally and externally. But I hope whatever you choose, it gives you confidence, it gives you more self-love, and it makes you have more flexibility and versatility in life, and it makes your life easier, because having locks in general makes your life easier. But there's just something about Sisterlocs and the Microlocs, the tiny lock community, that just hits different. It's so full, it's so feminine, it's so smooth, it's so sleek. I love it. I love to see the girls, the Sisterlocs and the Microlocs. Locks of all types are seriously so beautiful, from the free form to the tiny locks, and in between with the traditional locks of all sizes. They eat down, and I'm really happy to be gang, really happy to be locked in. So let me know what you're deciding on, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know that as well, and I'll definitely see you again in the next one. There are days when everything piles up, and suddenly even the smallest thing, like lint in my hair, feels like the last straw. If you were to ask me at any point how black do you want your hair, as black as can be. Emo black, dark, blackity black, jet black. I know my hair looks black already, but there is discoloration actually. it just will not show on camera. I'm just putting some shea butter here so I don't stain my skin. And I have on a black shirt. Hi YouTube! This is the hair reveal. It looks exactly how I wanted. So healthy and so dark. Yeah, so I'm about to give myself a retwist. I'm going to be using this Shine and Jam gel, have my spray bottle and my comb. So let's get into the retwist so that we can really get that full refreshed feeling. If anyone else can tell the difference when you like freshly dye your hair black, but it's the best. I love it.